Hey there, Steve Krivda here from stevekrivda.com, and today's topic is going to be on cold market prospecting. You see, when I first started talking with people and prospecting while I'm out, I didn't feel like I had posture, confidence. I didn't feel like I was in an authority position. So the conversation just was weird. That person was uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable. Let's put it this way. I just flat out sucked at it. So if that's you, if you've ever felt like that, stick with me for a couple minutes here. I'm going to share with you one scenario that you can do over and over and over again that will, well, in no time at all, you'll become an expert at cold market prospecting. So in order to feel like you have an authority, put yourself in an authoritative position. Now, this best scenario is when you're out eating at a restaurant or when you have somebody waiting or serving you, okay? Because it's a perceived authority position, okay? Because that person is waiting on you, so you have their attention whenever you need it, okay? Now, first things first. Pay attention to the person. See what they're doing, not only with you, but with other people. Make sure they have a good attitude, because if they have a bad attitude, who wants to work with them anyway? Secondly, be respectful. You know, please and thank yous and all that kind of great stuff. You know how to do that. That's the easy part. You don't want to do it in the middle of your meal. So if you're there for an hour and 30 minutes in, you start your prospecting, it's not going to be good, because they're going to start asking questions, and that's not the time. The time for conversation is at your convenience, at the appointment that you create, okay? So as you are getting ready to leave, you've signed your check, your credit card statement, you put your tip down, this is where the magic is gonna happen. You say, hey, John, come over here for a second. Listen, dude, you are awesome. I mean, your attitude here is tremendous. How long have you been working here? Oh, that's cool. You must really like it here. Yeah, yes or no, it doesn't really matter. Say, listen, and this is where you want to kind of like look around. You want to do like a little covert CIA action, like you don't want anybody to hear you. Say, listen, I'm expanding a business locally in this area. Would you be at all open to have a conversation, later on? Not now. It's not appropriate now. Would you be at all open to having a conversation later on, maybe in the next 48 hours or so? And if they say yes, get their contact information immediately. Say, cool, let's exchange information. Just when you say exchange, that means have them write down their stuff. Name, number, and a possible email address, okay? Now, if you don't feel comfortable saying say, I've got a friend of mine that's expanding a business locally in this area. Would you be at all open to having a conversation a little bit later on, maybe within the next 48 hours or so? And you're whispering, keeping it on the down low, because you don't want their bosses to hear, okay? Once you get their contact information, this is key important. Find their boss and say, listen, who's your boss here? Who's the manager here? Because I'd like to put in a good word for you, because I think you really kick butt for me. That's a big deal, because when people go to the boss, they don't go there for good things. They only go there to complain. So be the anomaly, okay? So go up to the boss and say, hey, listen, I just had John. Man, the guy's really rock solid. You guys have a really good asset here. I just wanted to let you know that. So you should be grateful that he's here. And that boss is going to go back to John. John's going to remember you. And then when you call back, that's when the magic happens. Now, I said 48 hours. Call them back the next day and say, hey, man, I know that I told you that I was really busy. I have an opening today at 3 o'clock. All I'm doing right now is setting appointments. I've only got a couple seconds. Are you free at 3? And if they say no, what is it? Say, I don't have time to get into it now. I'll call you back later when my next appointment is coming up. Piece of cake, okay? So I gave you a little bonus tip on how to set the appointment. So I appreciate you. Feel free to rewind this and check it out. And if you'd like to check out my best sponsoring secrets, you can go to stevekrivda.com. Over here on the right-hand side, it says sponsoring secrets. I think it's like a little picture of me on the beach or something weird like that. Go over there. You can pick that up for free. stevekrivda.com. Sponsoring secrets. Hope you got some value out of this. Feel free to like it, share it, leave me a comment, and have an awesome day. See ya.